Hey, welcome back. It's been a while since I've done a video on trucking, a trucking video. And I'd like to do a follow-up on that one video I did that I believe was entitled What a Trucker's Goal Should Be. And I like to, go over that once again. And most of all, I like to collaborate on, what a trucker should expect as a beginning driver. If he's with a trainer, I'm talking about from the start. You go to truck driving school, they appoint you a trainer, and the reason being is because I have a female associate, and her boyfriend basically decided to take to the road and become a driver, and he had some bad experiences with a trainer. And if I can remember, I've had some bad experiences with a trainer too. A lot of trainers I haven't really been trained to actually have patience with a lot of beginning drivers, and just for the sheer fact that the driver is new gets on some trainers' nerves, but anyway, I like to cover some basic steps on what a trucker's goal should be all the way from the beginning, and also truckers that are already out there, what their goal should be just the same once again. And basically, a driver, when he basically starts out and he wants to be a driver, he goes to driving school. At this point, he's at a driving school. He's with a company that appoints him a trainer so he can get some hands-on experience as being in the truck, going over the road. And he should set some goals. First of all, he should set his goals for, let's say, 3 weeks out at a time. Now, that's based on the fact that he's out of the truck from a trainer at this point, and he's gotten into a tractor of his own. They assign him to a tractor. He should have his goal set on basically 3 weeks out, just for starters though. But let's rewind it a little bit, and he's starting out with a trainer. He should, what his goal should be, first of all, is to get out of debt. And really don't buy too much when you're out there in the truck, because you spend an awful lot of time in the truck. And really, this should apply to any job, but especially drivers though, because truck drivers, you do the same thing over and over again. That's drive, sleep, drive, sleep, drive, sleep. A lot of us say we love our jobs to psych ourselves out, and which we do in a sense, because the job is the main source of income pretty much for everybody that's the working class citizen in this country. If we hit the lottery, I think our jobs will be short-lived though, but anyway, don't buy too much. Drivers, when you first get in the truck with a trainer, drivers, don't go out there trying to buy too much or whatever. But really, when you're at a truck driving school and they appoint you a trainer, usually at that point you're behind on all your bills. You're behind on your car payment, your wife, your girlfriend, or might have a little one that just been born, or kids that are already born, and they need things, and things have got behind while you was going to truck driving school. Now you're trying to play catch up, and explain the situation to your wife that you're not going to have money right off the bat. I hope you all don't have wives or girlfriends that's really nagging, calling you all through the day and so forth. And don't spend too much time on the phone with your wife. Tell your wife or your girlfriend that you're going to call her, because you're really in the training and you need to concentrate. And she needs to be supporting you while you're in that truck, instead of you having to support her and nurture her because she's calling you with all these problems all day long while you're trying to get your education. So hope y'all have a wife or girlfriend that's working with you, and especially for you single guys, it's a lot better for you single guys. So, but anyway, at least pay off your debts though, And then when you do that, then you might decide to go local, drive for a local company though. But anyway, for all the drivers out here, whether they're new or been down the road a little bit in a truck, your next goal after you pay off your debts should be to save your money. Now, while you're paying off your debts, you're not going to do it right away, because there's mortgages, car payments, and store bills, old student loans and stuff like that. It could take, from what I've read, the experts say it could take anywhere from 5 years to 7 years if you really get on a debt-paying campaign, and to follow up on that debt elimination, yet the experts say you should start with the smallest debt first and alleviate that. Just keep enough in your bank account just to keep it open. It don't make no sense to try to save while you're paying your debts off. You're going to keep reaching for your bank account, So the thing is to keep enough in your bank account so that you won't overdraft, or get into the negative, and just pay your debts off very aggressively by starting with the smallest debt first. Pay the minimum amount on the rest of the debts, but double up, triple up, and quadruple up on the smallest debt first till that gets paid, and then move to the next highest debt. and that in a systematic order like that, you're going to create a debt-destroying army of funds that you're just really going to push uphill. Now, if you don't have any money to pay your debts and you're behind and so forth, well, you have to really find out where your negative spending is, and it could be just chump change spending, like, you know, buying too many coffees every morning, or buying too many packages of cigarettes through the week. You know, those things you have to work out on, because that really does add up to a lot of money, you know, and if you keep adding that to the negative, you know, as far as coming out of your own personal expenses. But anyway, moving on to your next debt should be saving your money. After you get out of debt, you know, you're going to feel so good, you might even want to get out of the truck and go local. But still, don't go out there and say, oh, I'm out of debt, I'm going to go get a brand new car. No, you know, save your money. Try to do this for at least 2 years. If you're still in the truck, that's the best position to be while you're in the truck. You're going to love your job more. You know, I mean, when you're going over the road, and maybe 4 or 5 years down the line, you're going to stay in the truck for another 2 years, hopefully, and just make sure everything is banked, at least another 2 years. So, you know, like I say, this will make you a better trucker and or a better employee. You know, if you have like a 9-to-5 job, you might decide to get out of the truck. You're going to love your job because you got money backing you up. There's no better feeling than to be debt free and got your own unemployment insurance sitting in your bank account. And it'll help you have a better marriage too, you know, and it should be a better marriage by now. In other words, at that point when you're debt free and you're saving money, because money is one of the leading causes of breakups out here, you know, and it's one of the leading causes of losing friendships over money. Lending too much money to a friend, you know, and they beg you to death for it, and then the next thing you know, they disappear or they start avoiding you, you know, and so you have to really take control of that. You know, you have to explain to your friends the crusade that you're on. But if you're at this point, you'd have plenty of money to lend your friend and help your friend out, and maybe forgive their debt, maybe, you know. But save for at least, you know, a couple of years if you can, and you'll have plenty of time to spend with your family. If you decide to quit after 2 years and you go to church, spend more time in your church, your wife, your kids, on old projects that have been sitting around the house for years and years. You have time to finish those projects, actually. Taking fishing trips, vacation, you know, I mean, you can do all that. And how do I know this? You know, I've been there, you know, so that was the goals I had, and they seem to be working for me right now, you know, but I still want to take it to another level, you know, and hopefully I'll be able to share some of that with you guys, you know, as I try to create an income for a job replacement, in other words. But anyway, pursue other goals at this point. If you got goals of starting a business, there's not a better position to be in than if you don't have to scramble off to a job and try to work at another business at the same time. If you got plenty of time to go in there and try that business, fail a little bit, then make some adjustments, go back out and try it again, you're at a better position when you can save a lot of money, you know, 2 years worth of, you know, just bank, and then decide to quit and then pursue your goals. If you really believe in your goals or the business that you're trying to get, you know, you'll have plenty of time to go out there and make mistakes. And then if you have to spend all your money and go back in the truck again, well, there's no excuse. The main problem with that business might be you, you know. But anyway, you can, and also, you know, at this point of being debt free and having plenty of money in your bank account, at this point, you can last very long, you know, with these funds. You know, you can live on just a trickle of those funds, and that's what you should do when you reach this utmost goal right here. You know, but like I said, the first stage is becoming debt free, man. Where there's no better feeling. It'll change your personality, change you, your family, how you do things, the decisions you make. But you just keep those psychology of trying to stay out of your bank account, not being led into temptation to go out there and create more debt, though. Because the Bible does say the debtor is slave to the lender, though. So don't make yourself a slave, you know, and especially if you're spending a lot of time in that truck and a lot of time not having a social life and a lot of time away from your family drivers. Make sure you pay your bills off and save you some money. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.